Practice book, page 8, still life. Really? It's going to be really fun. Watercolor paints. We're going to pick a color and do messy swipes all over the paper. Why not? Pick something kind of light, like not too dark. Just swipe it. Just like that. Not even looking. Add in a little bit more color in some places if you want to. Messy. While that dries, we're also going to grab a piece of printer paper, just scrap paper. Now pick a different color, like a darker color. Cover the whole page. You can use more than one color. Let it dry. I thought I was filming and was not filming. We're going to cut out a bowl shape. The wonkier, the better. Pick a spot for your bowl and then just trace it lightly. We are going to put cherries in our bowl. This is the wet on wet technique, so just water and then paint. And then when you do your next cherry, if it touches the first one, it's all gonna run together. But that's okay for this. If you didn't want them to mix, you'd need to let them dry completely before you did any overlapping cherries. I want there to be lots of movement in this, so I'm gonna make some like they're falling into the bowl, and then probably rolling out of the bowl too. If your paint isn't flowing like this for wet on wet, you need more water on the paper and more water in the paint. It should be really wet. I just got a big drip right there and splattered the paint. We're going with it. I believe with my whole heart that anybody can learn to paint, but that doesn't mean that you won't have to try things more than once. It is gonna take practice. It looks like a real mess. It's gonna be great. Okay, we have to let this dry. Go find some colored pencils or some markers or crayons because we're gonna add details. You could use literally any medium for this. You could use paint or crayons or markers or pen. I just happen to be into colored pencils right now. I go back and forth between different things, and this is what I'm on right now, today. Very fancy here. We're gonna use a glue stick to attach the bowl. It needs a place to sit. I just added a swipe of paint to be like a table underneath the bowl, but then I felt like I needed a cherry, like it had fallen out the other side. I think it's really fun to do a page where you can feel what's happening. I know the story here. Don't be afraid to try new things in the practice book. It is not just for paint.